Hey guys, it's me, Dry 2.0, coming to you with a review of the Power Rangers Samurai toy line, as so far, bits and pieces I've got. The last time we did a review was my Power Rangers in Space toy line, and I think we did a look at some of the stuff I've got in my collection. So just stop today, we'd do a review of the Power Rangers Samurai Megazord. I've also got the Zord, which is out of the box at the moment. It's ready for the next part of the review, and I've also got, these are just the boxes because they're actually sat in my living room on their display stands at the moment. I've got two Power Rangers Samurai Retrofire Megazords, which one of them is the Titan Megazord from Mystic Force and the Zeo Megazord from Power Rangers Zeo. Okay, so Power Rangers Samurai Megazord. If you've seen any reviews of Shinken-oh, you will know that this is totally different. It's a completely different mould. Most of the features are missing off of this version compared to Shinken-oh. Same with the auxiliary Zords I'll be showing and the Claw Zord later on. So let's get started. I'll just show you this one. This is the Lion Zord. Quick note, if you've seen Shinken-oh and you've seen any reviews of Shinken-oh, you'll know that these are able to fold into their origami mode, or symbol forms. The only one out of this entire set that seems to be able to do this is the turtle, and I just broke something. Right, oh damn. So, when I say a Shinken-oh emblem form, it kind of looks like that. That's the pink Zord. It turns into the emblem that they hold in their hands. Starting with Bear. On Shinken-oh, there was a sliding gimmick in this section here which allowed you to slide it further together to form the emblem form. They got really lazy with these emblems. They didn't even paint on the front here the green area for the emblem. On the other side, it's just, well, it's textured. You see, it's textured. It actually has this little square textures on there to correspond with the obvious form of what this would have turned into. It would have turned into a square emblem with the, I think it's a tree emblem or forest emblem on it. So let's just put this back so I can just show you. As this is the Bear Zord. It's a bear. Yes, it's a green bear. There is no articulation apart from that in the following bits. Its head does go up and down, and you can open his mouth. Kind of looks like something out of Voltron. Voltron Lion. Looks like a bear. Then we've got Red Lion. Posability, you've just got a little flap there. The legs fold in. His mouth moves. And you can kind of do that, but it completely defeats the objective of it being in a Zord mode. It's also got a hinge on the back, which comes into play later on. But we're going to hide that for now. Just behind there. The dragon, probably the weakest one of the whole entire set. It can't form its origami mode. That's as far as it goes. So there's nothing to slide it down there. Its mouth moves, as does its neck. Inside there you've got the helmet. There's a little button there to release the helmet. And if you just saw, I just took the sword straight out. And we put that back in there. A lot of people said when they originally saw the dragon that it kind of looked like a corgi dog, because it's kind of flat to the ground. It looks like a dog, a big blue dog, all sorts of things. And then we get on to the ape monkey Zord. This, I think this was called the Sazari or Sazori Zord. Sasari, which is an ape, and it doesn't look much like an ape to me. Its face is totally different compared to the Japanese one. It can't turn into an emblem form, even though it's kind of like halfway there already. It's missing a lot of posability in it. The only thing it has got for posability is its arms. That is a bit weak, really. And that's about it. They really did hardly put any effort into making these. But the good thing about this is when you combine it, it pretty much looks the same as shinken-oh. So we're going to start with the legs. I'll take the bear. I'm going to fold up those legs. And pop his head up. And I'm going to lay that about there. It has got this like angled piece on the bottom there. Doesn't have one there. So when you put it down, you'll know what side it's supposed to go on as well when you combine it with the megazord. For the dragon, we're going to pull the sword out of his bum and set that down. And then we're going to press this grey button on the top. And that's going to release the little catch that holds the helmet in, so we can take that out. I'm going to put the helmet right there with the sword for now. Right, so we're going to then take the dragon's head and push that up till it clicks in place. And I'm going to drag the back half of it down so you can see the emblem. And we're just going to pop that down as well. This one has a tendency to fall over because I think it's a bit more heavier on one side. I'm not too sure. It doesn't like to stand up like the door, so we're going to lay it down flat, which totally defeats the object of having that flap. What were you thinking, Bandai? And again, this one hasn't got its emblem painted on there at all. You can see it, but it's not painted. And on the other side, yeah, it's flat. I might actually start masking this off and paint the blue thing on there because it would look a damn sight better. The ape zord, all we're going to do is we're going to take these arm sections and rotate them and clip them together. That's it. That's as simple as it's going to get with this. Can't get much more simpler than that. And funnily enough, it has got its emblem painted on there. So seriously, what were you thinking, Bandai of America, when you didn't paint an emblem on that, but you did on the lion, the frickin' turtle, which is the only one that can turn into an emblem, and a monkey, which has got only posability in its arms. Seriously, what were you thinking? Okay, and onto this freaking annoying thing. And the only reason I say it's annoying is because it's the only one that turns into a freaking emblem, and it is the most lamest looking Zord of all time because it just turns into a freaking arm. That's it. It just turns into an arm. Right, so we're going to lay the pieces where they're supposed to sit. So there's a leg there, an arm there, another leg here. I'm going to set them up so they actually sit in the arms that they're supposed to connect. We're going to go over to the red line, and to transform him, we're going to push this midsection down like that, click those legs in, and then fold these sections back. And we can actually leave that tucked in at the back for now. That comes into play later on with the auxiliary line Zords. I try not all words out, auxiliary line. And we can just set this down here. And for the helmet, we just raise that section up like that. It's actually quite cool. It's pretty well detailed. It's got the Shiba crest on front there. So yeah, that's pretty good. They did a good job on the helmet. The only bit. The sword is just grey plastic, really floppy. I do like this whole idea of back in the 80s when kids' toys were proper kids' toys, and I am talking Transformer toys with die-cast parts. They banned die-cast hard parts due to the fact that kids could poke each other with the weapons and stuff like firing missiles and swords and stuff. Yet this, I've got a 1-year-old son. If he was to get that in his eye, it's still going to hurt, even though it's bendy. So we're going to take the green leg, pop that up, blue leg, and I'm going to have to hold this in place. We take the red Zord, and there's some connector pegs on the bottom of his legs around the knee area, and on the top of the Zords there's these little holes to put said pegs in. So we'll do blue first, and then green. Then I'm going to take the sword. I know, we're a bit out of sync here, but we're going to do it anyway. Put the sword just there. There's a little tab at the top, and the reason I did this is because I like to put the helmet on next. You fold it up, there's his face. Hello everybody out on YouTube. And then we're going to take the yellow ape arm thing and connect that on there. I'm going to take the pink lame ass turtle Zord and put that on there. And then we come down here and we take helmet, pop on top, fold that back a little bit. Posability. He's got like the ratcheted arm joints, the old classic ratchets from all Power Ranger toy lines. Same with the turtle. No head movement. He's obviously got movement in his feet, so he can do like some crazy ass ballet poses if he wants to. Because you know what giant samurai robot doesn't want to do ballet poses. He's got no posability in his knees. He can kind of turn his knees, but that's due to the fact he's got a connector for his knees. His waist can look up, of all things, like, oh my god, what the hell is that coming towards me? I must get my sword. Oh no, I dropped it on the floor because I don't have a sheath for my sword to sit in. And that's about it. That's all the posability you're going to get out of this.